The 4 most important things you can do to get a home ready for listing right now in today's market. Number 1 is prepare your seller for a potential long haul. And what do I mean by that? Homes are not selling as fast as they were, right? So you cannot go in there and sit down in a listing presentation and tell the seller that the home's gonna sell in 2 weeks, right? That's not reality right now. Homes are sitting on the market longer. Days on market have gone up probably about 60%, and this is in the past month, right? So you need to make sure that that seller understands that these homes are not gonna sell as fast as their neighbor's home sold last year. That's the reality of the market. The second thing you need to do to prepare your seller for listing their home in today's market is pricing it correctly. Typically, we go back 6 months when we're looking at sold data, right, to be able to price a home for today. That's not the reality right now. We have to look at homes that are currently on the market and stuff that is sold in the last 30 days because the market is changing dramatically. So the comps that sold 6 months ago are not relative to today's pricing. And what do I mean by that? Buyer demand has gone down, therefore pricing, it's put some downward pressure on pricing. Not necessarily that we're going in a downward direction with pricing, but it's flattening. Mo wanted it and I gave it to him.
That's what I wanted.
I figured you did. Another key thing with the pricing right now is you have to make sure you understand your seller's motivation, right? If they have a place to be, if they're moving to a different area, if they have a job starting in 2 or 3 months, that has a lot to do with the pricing because you can't price it up here saying, oh, let's test the market. If they've got to be in Timbuktu on March 1st, right? We need to price it according to what their goals are, okay? And pricing it up here, the higher you price a home over where it should be priced, you're basically going to be chasing buyers, right? The longer a home sits on the market, the only thing you can do is drop the price to keep the buyer's attention, right? I mean, unless you're going to make some major upgrades and everything to bring that value of the home up to where the price is, you're going to be chasing the buyers. So we tell our clients all the time, like, we have to price it in the market. We want to put our house in the market, not on the market. We are in the job of selling homes, not listing them. So we are very upfront and very honest with our clients that, hey, we maybe can test the waters here at maybe 5,000 over where we're suggesting, but we need to be very nimble and be able to make that adjustment quickly, like within 7 days. If we don't have 7 showings and an offer in 7 days, then we probably either have a pricing issue or we've got a condition issue. Top-notch photography. Photography is one of the most important things you can do to get your home ready for sale, right? Right now, 3D tours, videos, everything is necessary, right? We were able to be lazy and skip steps in the last couple years, but in today's market, those are all crucial because right now, I'm telling my agents, look, this is like your business card, right? Homes are sitting on the market longer than they have previously, so therefore, it's kind of like you're putting your billboard out there. This is your product. You're putting it out there. You need to make sure that you have the best photography and that you're doing all the things that you need to do in order to get that home sold. So if a home's gonna sit on the market for 30 days, you're gonna have a lot more eyeballs on that property, right? So you need to make sure that everything you do is in line with where the market is. And the top thing with that is professional pictures, not pictures with a cell phone, not pictures like standing there in the mirror so you can see like the actual agent taking the picture with their cell phone. I see these and I cringe. Like, have you ever seen something or gone through something and you feel embarrassed? You look at it and you kind of cringe and you freak out a little bit. You feel embarrassed for the other person. That's how I feel when I see these agents taking pictures and they're thinking they're out of the picture, and then they take the picture and then the reflections in the mirror, and then they post it in the MLS. They don't even proof the picture to see that they're in the picture. Absolutely, just makes my skin crawl. You need to make sure all of the details are taken care of with your listing. And what do I mean by that? The small things, right? buyers are gonna have the ability to be more selective. They're gonna be more picky. Why? Because they have more options. You know, 6 months ago, a buyer was like, oh, a house under 250, I'll pay 270. I just want it. I don't care. I don't need to see it. I don't care if the door's falling off the hinges. Like, all of the details need to be taken care of because buyers today, they have options, right? They can compare two houses that are priced at 250, 300,000. They can go, well, this one has this one has this. I don't have to do this. And you know, they're able to be more selective than they have in the previous market. The goal of every seller is to get the home sold, right? So the more presentable a home is, the faster it's gonna sell. If you have all these little attention to detail, it also sets the mindset for this buyer that you didn't care for the home. You didn't take care of the little things, so how are they gonna be trusted some of the big things that were maintenance items were taken care of? All right?
I do think you said 4 things at the beginning though.
And I did, but I also added,
You're right,
prepare
you're right.
the seller for the long haul.
You're right.
I got my little note here.
I don't believe.
He called this photographer. What a. All right.